Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. It's time for some more Victoria 3. I'm your host, Kelvin, and I hope you're all doing well today. So, I can grant you leadership. That gets us to 60. Alright, let me re-raise our taxes. Good. Alright, we're in business. We're in a lot of business. We're in the business of building construction sectors is what we are. Ooh, yeah. Because, boy, our construction sector, it needs to expand. Alright. The main is coming along quite well. We still have a couple left in terms of problematic children that need to be brought back. Okay. So this allows me to put pressure on both Argentina and Chile. The last of them. Well, that's not true. There's still the quagmire of Central America, but we'll figure it out in time. We'll figure that out in time. Alright. Because, truth be told, I do need to kind of put a lot of this back together. You know? There's a lot more countries than there needs to be. And we should be able to fix that. The real question is, we need to get an interest in La Plata, and we're going to find out who else has interests in La Plata. Because if we're lucky, the answer is not many people. You're Plantanean, so you're Hispanophone. You're also Hispanophone. Paraguayan. Yeah. The cultures may fracture. And if so, so be it. Don't care. A land reformer. Very well. Automatic machine guns. Yes, I guess. Given that France has fucking machine guns in 1863, I assume that that's incorrect. That my intelligence is grossly mistaken. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna need a lot more tools, we're gonna need a lot more iron, that's fine. Okay, I'm just checking here. Is there, yeah, there's a huge infrastructure problem. Okay, rather than building more of those, how about we build a railroad? Call that. Alright. Yeah, all of our spare revenue is now going into reinvestment, so we have a little less money to play with, but the private sector can now start to run away and manage the economy for me, just the way I like it. It does suck that I can't continue the monopolies that I grant, but so you'll actually have a little bit of competition, but it should be mostly fine. Let's see. I don't know, actually, hang on. And if I go to the market, I should be able to look. We got some Krupp guns from Germany. Yeah, most of the coffee in the market is currently reserve coffee, meaning it's produced by them. And the rest, well, I don't know. Who owns coffee plantations, you know? It's a good question. That is indeed a good question. It should all get bought up, though, over time and everything else. So I'm not too worried. Alright. The Qing are improving relations. Fair enough. So, I need you to perform a law change. So that way you can actually colonize. Like, you should maybe be able to get Frontier through, which is all you need. So start on that. Yeah, Morocco's enacting frontier colonization. Agreeable to law imposition and puppet, so plus 20%. Good. That'll let them colonize. New Granada is still unwilling to be beaten. Which isn't too shocking, if I'm being honest here. They just are politically incapable of 17. +2. Not great, but not terrible. Let's get the Argentinians for now. Really? You got the Americans as well. What in the goddamn? For enforced investment rights. I mean, alright, whatever. Realistically, I'm probably still going to win in Argentina. That's the thing. Whether or not I win the war as a whole is a whole other issue. Yeah, mobilizing rights of conscripts. I mean, if I win this, it would involve conquering Gibraltar. We should hopefully get more forces in here. Yes, conquer British Eastern Andalusia. That would be the eventual goal here. By the way, upgrade everything, please. From supply, yeah, not great. You are just going to go that way. I don't know, I'm kind of hoping that the French were going to do something, but I guess they just kind of have garrisons everywhere, that's the trick. Decline. We probably can knock Argentina out, but then we just have to kind of give in the investment rights. That's my expectation anyway. The Argentinians have no troops. They will fall fairly quickly. Get some more open terrain commanders. Those are good. Sorry, you're you. Just go fast. We may yet prevail. Alright, and the Argentinians have fallen. Because here's what I'm thinking. Argentina and the British are... Well, Argentina's just going to be forced out shortly. The British are the only ones with a thing, so as long as the US takes enough casualties over the next forever to fall out, that will leave just the British. Hypothetically, I can enforce military access on Mexico and make them fight as well. Well, they're already at 100%, so it doesn't really matter too much, does it? So that should freak them the fuck out, I'm hoping, and have them pull a bunch of troops off. Or otherwise, you know. Yeah. It should otherwise make the US a little more hesitant to continue this war. Alright. So now there's a much larger war there. Good. You are never getting enough soldiers, are you? Alright. Adamant defense. Perfectly neutral. You're good enough. Alright. That said, I think I have an upgrade I need to do. That might just start helping, because I now have access to general training and I forgot to switch over. Am I even paying you guys? I'm not. Yeah, that would also help. Make sure we do that, and then hopefully our rate of recruitment will actually increase a fair bit. There we are. The numbers are shifting. Like I say, the main victory here is just knocking the US out of the war. From casualties. New Granada, you're forced to join in too. There. Anything to make them divert even the slightest bit of resources. And just maybe now. We can start our advance. We'll see though. I am worried about the French leaving, since they can be capped out. But if that happens, it's probably still fine. I think. God, I hope so. Because then just this becomes the only front, really. And at which point, I'm pretty sure Britain will accept white peace anyway. There is a... Alright. Okay, France unfortunately capitulated. No. Although, dear God. Yeah, convoy raiding is causing some problems here. Apparently port connections is causing a lot of problems too, which is weird and definitely I don't think should be occurring. Either way, build ports. Anyway, they failed to enforce investment rights, so... Like, I would just like to get out of this war. Yeah, apparently, for some reason, we're using a fuckload more port connections. I think that's probably related to our vassals having troops in here. That's my guess. Either way, it just means I want to leave. Unfortunately, Britain absolutely refuses any sort of peace. Now, the good news is the Americans will cap out eventually. Not too much longer. Yeah. Like, come on here. Okay, yeah, we're in complete route now, which is really bad. Which isn't also that shocking, mind you, but... Okay. Ah, yes, South Australia. To be fair, South Australia will apparently be enough. Some bullshit. Alright, well, we capitulate. Hopefully that will help fix everything. We've got a lot of lingering convoy damage. Come on. There we are. The deficit's getting repaired. Ugh. The U.S., of course, keeps a fucking interest here. In La Plata, of all places. Oh, well. It's fine. Make Chile a protectorate. And we'll get ready. It should be fine. Should being the opportune keyword. Last time also should have been fine, but, you know, every fucking now and again. And I might need to change my government around to match theirs, but... I'm just hoping this is a nice, easy thing. Nobody has to get involved. And all's well. Alright. So, improve relations. Improve relations. Make sure to try and keep them nice and happy here. Head on down. Shockingly, the Chileans are not resisting. Well, I mean, we captured their capital without firing a shot, so... A little late to be getting your shit together, guys. As, yeah, everyone else will also now arrive. Good. So just keep building ports, I guess. I need way more convoys. I need a lot of things. Alright. And the Chileans surrender. Good. So, yeah, I was gonna say, you guys okay over there? but I think they stopped having an army after that war. That said, I should probably begin improving relations, improve relations, improve relations, improve relations. There's a lot of angry people. But for the most part, we have now secured it all. The Spanish Empire is more or less put back together. And it's getting a little harder for everyone else to fight against that. Alright. So. Mexico would certainly come to their aid. That would allow me to forcibly puppet Mexico, who definitely is not strong enough to really fight us right now. And having Mexico puppeted and thus forced to pay taxes would probably be good. You know? Then from Guatemala. Not our interests. Thank you, though. Alright, we got rubber coming through. We do have some spare money when we're not building ports anyway. What are our troops missing? Ammunitions, that's, you know, understandable. Get like a lead mine. And munitions plant. Let's try and get our troops equipped. Alright, New Granada's finally calming down a little bit. It's good to see. Okay. Argentinians are still going to be pissed, but hey, that's alright. Okay. We also kind of have a growing economic market, which I'm pretty happy about. That I can look into, yeah, sure. Lobby demand completed. Okay. We do not negotiate with insurrectionists. That said, yes, you're back to being a market liberal. Thankfully, the landowners are getting weaker. Advancements in medicine. Good tech progress in pharmaceuticals, dear God. Alright. So apparently we no longer have an alliance, which is not ideal. I don't know, 82%, let's go. There. We're going to need to maintain, you know, a real great power as an ally. Alright. Because unfortunately you're in the British Empire. Have you been? Not yet, but there's definitely a risk. The Russians will also side, the Belgians will also side. Shockingly, the British won't. That is a risky move, but I would be willing to. Well, go Slovakia, I guess. Jesus. Like, we've gained the support of... maybe a defensive pact with the Prussians. Trade privileges all around. A defensive pact. That probably isn't enough to get their support. I guess that's the thing. I don't really think it's going to be too much of a problem if I just go. You know? We just launch our assault. And all will be well. Okay. Britain siding is a problem. Apparently the Prussians will also, because they have protective attitude. Okay. So apparently every great power will come together to stop me on this. This is why I was not confident to actually be able to do this. Yeah. It looked like I might have been able to get away with it, but nope. Not a goddamn chance. They will just be like, no, that's too far. Okay. I'm not, like I said, I'm not shocked by that. I was more shocked that it seemed like only the Russians were going to join in. So. Alright. So we've got our munitions plant. Like, theoretically, this should produce 90 munitions, which is more than enough. Just needs to get working. And it covers our supply shortage, so we're in pretty decent shape. We should also try and get an explosives factory. Unsurprisingly, the industrialists are quickly gaining a lot of clout. Alright. I'm trying to think like how I can get off of the religious stuff here. I think I literally can like the easy one's charity hospitals on a no health system, then public health care. Might be able to get that. I got the industrial sector priority. Alright. But yeah, I'm actually out of infamy, or like, I'm not losing anymore, so improve and damage relations with the French, of course. So I would say realistically, it's time to make our move in here. There's no one coming in. I don't know if we actually need to mobilize anything, but we'll send some troops. Just a token force. Yeah. Japanese talent. Is he any good? No, he's terrible. Alright, we would need to declare an interest in Japan. We're giving them, like, we're getting obligations on them, so I kind of want to use those. part of their, you know, restoration. I keep getting those loyalists. Alright. We're slowly climbing our way into real GP status. We're still not in the greatest shape, but it's better than it could be, you know? I managed to get a claim on Inner Morocco. Fair enough. I don't know how you're managing to colonize out here and not Inner Morocco, but sure. Alright. I have great news. Grant you Medano. Alright. We grow the Philippines. Wood. So, Japan. Treaties. I'm going to call in an obligation here, and what else could I give you? I mean, an embassy, sure. God, you're poor. Other way around, please. This would be for investment rights here. And this would just, like, I just need to give them the embassy, or... It's 87. They declined the proposal. Huh. So that apparently consumed the obligation without doing anything, which... Alright. Treaty minimum plus 35. The fuck? Alright. Okay, how are we doing here? Slavery ban, come on. Law debate failed. Yeah. Puerto Rico. Sure. Okay. So the economy has done well. I'm going to try and start getting some universities in Madrid. That should be good. Alright. Just gotta keep relaxing. They're all coming together. Ooh, achievement unlocked. Franchising. Regional HQ and have it own 20 levels. Alright. So let's see here what we've got here. I think it's in the Philippines it's managed to get 20. Or here. Doesn't really show, but either or. It's showing for sure that even New Granada can't really stop us as they become more and more economically reliant. Alright. Yeah, nothing suspect. Just relax. Get some more loyalists. We need those. Alright, the Great Textile Mill of Eastern Andalusia has done well. Currently it's 126 silk. This would need 235 silk. So I'll set up like some of those at some point. Alright. Oh lord, looks like I need more ports. Okay. Let's get like 2 more of those. Alright. Slowly but steadily. Ooh, you're almost there. Yeah, they're dropping pretty aggressively. So, evangelize. Puppet. Good. Stop evangelizing. Okay. Stems the Chileans, who I think can actually fight, so it's fine. Alright. Get some more ports up soon to try and help the situation. Okay, South Peru and Grenada and Mexico are remaining 3 protectorates. Yeah, economic dependence on Overlord. Oh, there we are. We've managed to ban slavery. That's a good start. Thank goodness. Alright, it weakens the landowners further. But we still have quite a nasty boss fight in front of us. Which is freedom of conscience. There's no way we get off state religion, really. I think first I need to get on a no health system. The industrialists will fight that battle for me. Oh, good. Modern sewerage. Good. Okay. So let's say I get involved in Guatemala. The US and Mexico alike. Britain probably helps. Excuse me. Is France just repeatedly breaking like our alliance treaties and taking the infamy hit for it? Like, god damn, guys. Yeah, I'll make it a 25 years since they'll accept that. Thank you. And that should hopefully, that should hopefully help keep the situation better. Alright, we got Peru, Bolivia coming in 50 here. Oh, they're already puppeted. Society should be ruled by philosopher kings. Good. Yeah, all of our efforts are now building out the University of Madrid. If you guys built some bloody ports too, we wouldn't have too many problems. But no. Colombian, Ecuadorian, Venezuelan, Peruvian, South Andean. I mean, if I grant Bolivia enough territory, it can form it. As long as Peru-Bolivia holds, it'll kind of be the last one that can. Okay. Pump jacks and oil would be good. Vulcanization, so we can use the rubber, would be good. Okay. Yeah, if we can rip even just a little bit of power from the church's hands, it's a freaking start. Because I don't want to go any further on a lot of these laws until we can. Get a more dedicated police force. Every last wound I can deal to the landowners will be good, you know? Yeah. Probably don't need to go as far as homesteading, but commercializing the agriculture sector would do it. Thesis, antithesis, synthesis. Okay, good. So hypothetically, I attack Costa Rica, Mexico, New Granada, and the USA. You will very much not join us. Yeah, we have -82 for ideological differences between our governments. Jesus Christ, guys. Really? Yeah, it's actually the exact fucking opposite. Okay. Yeah, do nothing. Welcome there, sport. Okay, so ideally then, I need to try and make some expansions here. I don't really have much of a navy still, which makes a lot of life hard, you know? As far as groups I can bully. There's not as many as I would like. There's Paraguay. Be 16 infamy. And just 6. If the British so choose to get involved, it is mostly irrelevant. I can change my government to fix the French problem at any point in time, so... And it would probably be a functional government. Like... I don't know. The rural folk are radicals. Alright, yeah, no one's coming to help. Alright, so that brings Paraguay into the fold. God, the New Grenadines are just pissed. So unbelievably pissed. I guess we're having supply network problems. Fair enough. We'll build like 7 of those, I guess. Yeah, we need to try and keep that going. It may behoove me yet soon to form a power block. I have secured a great power ally who will be fine with it. So, let's do so. Yeah. So this is going to be the Spanish Main. Apparently our cohesion is trash, but that's okay. Improve relations. I wouldn't mind it if our cohesion wasn't trash, though. Mostly just because of Paraguay. And Mexico's high liberty desire. The good news is, forming the power block helps reduce everyone's liberty desire, which should slowly but steadily improve the situation. Do I have the Gaudiya Real somewhere that they shouldn't be? No, they're in Iberia. And modernize the farms. Yeah, we really just need more ports, so... Goddamn. We're trying our best. More convoys. But it's tough. It's tough. There we are. Yeah. Now it's actually coming down. All right. So unfortunately, we're falling a little more behind in society than I'd like. We still don't have pharmaceuticals. We still don't even have our second company tech. Ugh. God. Still can't even murder Portugal. Yeah, the U.S. is, in general, a thorn in my side. We have finally broken through the New Grenadine resistance from their political clout. And they're starting to relax. Plants are 38. Oh, we can stop evangelizing in you. Okay. We can withdraw from this treaty finally. No longer need to maintain it. Good. There is still Uruguay. And I don't know. I mean, I can theoretically do... Depends on any of them. Like... French... I need one who the British definitely will not side with, you know? Minus 37. This one. Okay, so Costa Rica is my best bet here. Yeah, no, don't fucking do that. That would be bad. But yeah, so we're gonna try and conquer Costa Rica. I probably should have just done make protectorate, but it's whatever. God, we still don't have enough ports. Just keep building. We need more ports. Also need some additional construction sectors, honestly. Okay. Movement unlocked. I mean, at this point... Oh, yes, Nevada. You know what? Caution is always wise, no matter the time or place. Good. Alright. So, unsurprisingly, I'm just going to launch our invasion. Yeah. We need to maybe just actually annex these. So that way we can put them together a little bit better. So let's see, vassalization 2, that's additional income transfer from subjects, which would be good. Things are no longer as bad anymore. Cohesion's improving. This is troubling, but honestly really good. Of all the times that I could have fired, that's really nice. You know, it's not during a major war. Alright, so. Good. But yeah, another chunk of the Spanish remains put back together. Okay, you're no longer as defiant. Like, liberty and desire is falling. Opinion of the lowest person is increasing. So that should be good. And I'm about to get 25% more income transfer, which is pretty nuts, honestly, given just how many of these I've managed to put together. So damage relations. Let it simmer for a bit. We'll be okay. Yeah, cohesion's basically just ticking up slowly. We need Mexico to learn to chill. Evangelize puppet. Quito wants autonomy? No. Let's keep it chill. It's another puppet into the mix. We're getting bigger. We're getting stronger. More income transfer. How much does Chile give us? Another 12 grand. It's like another 5 construction sectors. On the plus side, the universities in Madrid are done. Although, goddamn, do I need some friggin' paper. Alright. Industrialization seems to be going well. Yeah. Vacuum evaporation, improve the fertilizers, open hearth process. That should free up some more workers. Alright. Hopefully it's not too much on the fertilizer. Yeah, we're okay. Okay, so now a pipeline gives them plus 20% extractor output permanently, so that's actually good to do. Alright. 106. So we still need another, like, 5 universities. France P. Magarel. He is a radical. Alright. The government is terrible. Well. Alright, so the rural folk in power now can get us onto proportional tax. Good. Currently, only the landowners oppose, and the landowners are pretty weak, so that's alright. Not bad, honestly. That will dramatically improve the state budget. Hey guys, start doing craftsman sewing. Automatic irrigation. Yeah, we should be slowly able to roll that out as well. Baking powder. There. Alright. Not bad. Behind bars. You just need to relax. Oof. Of course it would be you. Jail the oil baron. Alright, and that destroys any chance we had of a fucking government. Okay. Well, petit bourgeois, you're in. Unless by some miracle we can also include the rural folk, which we can't. Well, at least we got philanthropy through. Yeah, leverage their support. Because God, do we need it. Alright. Modernizing the arsenal. Repeaters. Good. The GDP is developing. Yeah, we need more explosives still. Although, really, I was going to say that's just because we're not really producing any right now. So let's scale that up. Alright, and we got vulcanization. Okay, so as far as society goes at this point, we need some tech here. Pharmaceuticals first, and then joint stock. Yeah. From no health system, I can move on to public health insurance fairly easily, which will be good. Yeah, we're likely going to end up needing a lot more motors as this keeps going. But, I don't know. We'll see whatever we can put these on. Oof. Yeah, we need to produce more. Keep developing these regions. Anywhere where there is a decent selection of peasants, we can get more motors. Alright, so vassalization 2. There we are, income transfer increased. We get 100,000. Alright, that will help cripple pretty much everyone who isn't us, and should help keep liberty desire lowered as a result. Alright. Okay, this isn't really needed. Yeah, we have stable cohesion, so that's good. Alright, we need to start unlocking more principles. Condemn them for good work. Alright. So, things like steam donkeys are coming up next, I think. Oh, shit. Yeah, condensing engine pumps. I don't know, I just did the one iron mine, so we don't have a lot of demand. So unfortunately, it's still pretty easy. We kind of have to slow switch. Steel railway cars. Well discovered in Lopez. Good. Yeah, it's just going to kind of slowly shift through. Good. Look at you, Spain. Or New Spain. You're getting there. Mexico will slowly surrender its independence now. Oh, quite a fight to get it to do, but not bad though. Okay, conquer state. How about you, El Salvador? Not really much risk of anyone getting involved, and it's isolated, so... we'll see what happens. As I kind of continue to restore the last bits of the main. Oh, good, pharmaceuticals unlocked. Just what I needed. So, if I wanted to... proportional taxes, perfect. Where there's oil, there will be blood. Alright. Steel shines like never before. Yeah. Mexicans are dropping fast. Alright. What's the third one again? Enacting decrees on subject states. I don't think I care much for that. And principle, yeah, we'll probably just go with another one. I might be able to get the rest in via friendship. That's something I didn't necessarily consider. They'll just take power block embassies. Or at least you will. Alright, then we can kind of just eventually take over the rest. That seems reasonable. Alright, mobilize you guys. And, I guess just launch an invasion. No, you don't have an admiral. It'll get its shit together eventually. Although it's impressive they've managed to put together such resistance. I gotta give them that. Alright, well, plus 100k. Yeah. Right, now we actually have tax revenue. Oh boy, howdy. That's gonna be good. Let's expand our construction sectors. And start at that. Gantry cranes. So that may finally please be enough fucking convoys. Hey, thank you. Oh god. Standardize the filing system. Power the purse. Alright. Okay. So now I'm thinking a little bit more. You're all good. Got steam trawlers. Steam ships. That should be fine. Okay. Information about our citizens. I'll figure it out. Secure reconciliation. Yeah, just try and tear them apart, honestly. They need to be weakened as much as possible. Like, I'm trying to think if there's a decent government I could put together here with the Catholic Church involved. Okay. In that case, we've kind of got no way to push forward there, which sucks. Oh well. I guess honestly I should probably just kick the rural folk out. And our government's just contested. Yeah. Yeah, stop damaging relations, by the way. Improve relations with Nicaragua. We're just gonna, you know, take them peacefully. They're too small to functionally resist. Alright. And our cohesion in the block is now actually high enough to do so. Quito and its high 80% liberty desire is now the biggest issue. I see. Alright. Yeah, we gotta try and reassemble this country. Oh good, a new mandate. Let's see. Yeah, no. I'm gonna take colonial offices, I don't think. Honestly, I might take companies to get, like, an extra company and charters and stuff. That would allow me to do a lot more investing. Like, market unification, like, it's already going to be basically a customs union. Advanced research is generally pretty nice. Creative legislature is also really nice. Honestly, just basic food standardization is probably fine. You know? Alright, it's certainly a thought. Honestly, you know what? Construction. Let's just build faster. Alright. And with that, Jesus, it's been an hour. Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I've been Overly Kelvin, and I'll see you guys next time. Take care, folks. Have a good night.